For this year's summer reading theme, which is Imagine Your Story, we are going to be looking at some fantasy books, and today we're going to make a knight. So this is a pretty easy craft for things that you may have at home. You need a toilet paper tube, or you can cut down a paper towel tube. You need a piece of tin foil, some skin colored construction paper, markers, and a feather for the top of your knight's helmet, and a popsicle stick. So from the construction paper, I cut out a square about this big. It's about an inch by an inch. And then I cut out a piece of foil just a little bit bigger than my square. And from here, I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to use scissors. Oh, we also need scissors to cut out just a little scalloped edge like that, and that's going to be the face of your knight. Okay. Next thing you want to do is take your toilet paper tube and have your mom or your dad poke holes in it with scissors. Ask them to do it because you don't want to poke yourself, because the cardboard can give at the wrong time. So just poke a hole on each side, and that's where his arms are going to go through, and the arms are the popsicle stick. So step one is take your tin foil, which you cut a little bit wider than your tube, roll it up. And the reason why we cut it wider is that you're going to tuck the edges in. That way you don't need to use glue or tape or staples or anything to hold it. It holds itself in by... Alright, so now you're going to feel around and try and find where those holes are that you put in. So that is where... Oh, you know what? I'm going to peek through here. There's one. And there's the other one. Use your fingernail to just poke right through. And this is where your knight's arm is going in. There we go. Okay, next step is we're going to take our small square and we're going to put this in the middle. And we're going to fold the tin foil around it. Then we take markers, and you're just going to draw, let's see, his eyes, his smile. We need a little bit of glue, because at the top of the knight's helmet, he's wearing a feather. Now we need another little dab of glue at the top of our tube. And that's going to put on his helmet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, knight's going to battle with a shield. And we're going to take this piece of construction paper. It's about maybe 3 by 4. Fold it in half. I'm going to scallop the top, like so. And then just cut down to a point. And this is going to be your knight's shield. So I already made one. And here it is. And I colored it. And now I'm going to just put a little dab of glue at the top. And he's going to hold that when he visits the castle. Go. So now that we've made our knight, we're going to look at a couple books. A couple picture books. And one of my favorites is by Tommy DePaula. and it's part wordless, and it's very humorous. There are some dialogue at the beginning, and it's the knight and the dragon. The knight is trying to figure out how to fight a dragon, so he goes to the library and he gets a book on how to fight dragons. At the same time, the dragon is in his cave reading on how to fight with a knight. So they're both practicing, and they finally send each other a letter to learn how to set a date when they're going to meet, and it has a very funny ending. So you'll love that one, The Knight and the Dragon by Tommy DePaula. A newer one is called The Wall in the Middle of the Book, and this little knight is our narrator, and a wall is built right in the middle of the book. Knight on one side, terrible things on the other. So the knight is telling us of all the terrible things that are over there. A big orc. And come to find out, he really is on the terrible side, and his life is in danger, and he's rescued by what he is most afraid of. And they end up becoming fast friends. So here are a few books that you can come check out at the library to read this summer.